Welcome to Badminton Unlimited, your weekly access to badminton action and beyond. This week we catch up with current world women's singles #1 and Olympic champion Li Xuerui as she talks about her career. And we're in the fast lane with Malaysia's dynamic duo, Goh Vi Shem and Lim Kim Wah, as they look to use their first Super Series title as a springboard to success. The year was 2012, and the name on everyone's lips was
Li Xuerui! Li Xuerui from China!
Li Xuerui of China.
14 tournaments, 10 finals, 8 titles. It started with the German Open, and then the prestigious All England Championships. From India to China, and of course, that much sought after Olympic gold medal. China's Li Xuerui did it all in 2012.
Personally, I wouldn't say that my achievements were unexpected. I had been training very hard, and I've put in just as much effort as everyone on the team. Maybe I wasn't getting any results previously. And then in 2012, I started playing much better and was more consistent. I was winning a lot more, and it helped boost my confidence. I was flying high. Then I was given the chance to be part of the Olympic team, and I went on to win the gold medal. I was lucky to have been given that opportunity, which I grabbed it and succeeded.
Despite being at her first ever Olympic Games, the then 21-year-old remained calm and collected right up till the final match.
I only felt a little nervous after reaching the final, and it was only because the possibility of being the Olympic champion was just a match away. When I first arrived, I was curious about everything. It was all new to me. I didn't know what to expect, so I didn't put any pressure on myself, and that probably helped me to reach the final.
Already on a 4-tournament winning streak prior to the Olympics, Xuerui battled against the then world #1 and compatriot Wang Yihan to clinch the gold medal.
The first thing that came to my mind after that match was, it's finally over. It wasn't, oh, I've won. I was really tired, and the only thing I thought of was that I could finally rest. It wasn't until a day or two later that it dawned on me that I am the Olympic champion. If you ask me, I would say it was like a dream. It didn't feel real. Now, when I think back, I look at the win as my reward for all the hard work I've put in over the years.
Xuerui didn't just stop there. After the Olympics, she continued to make headway in her career. She won the Li China Open, the Hong Kong Open, and the BWF Superseries finals. To top it off, the Chongqing native ended the year as the new world #1 in the women's singles category. But being at the top has not been easy. The Olympic champion has had to grapple with critics who questioned if Xuerui was simply lucky.
Some people were asking if I was a one-hit wonder. After all, I was the surprise package. Initially, the criticisms affected me. I felt especially bad after I've lost a match. I'm more mature now and can control my feelings better. As long as I have done my best, I shouldn't let negativity affect me. I should always look on the bright side.
Keeping her critics at bay and staying positive has kept the current world #1 firmly on the ground. Her confidence and professionalism are testament to her never-say-die attitude and hard-working nature.
The excitement you feel when you are a true professional is more intense. It is tough. You have to put in a lot more effort and time at training. But at the end of the day, when you triumph over your opponent after a grueling match, you will feel immense joy and a great sense of satisfaction.
Although her achievements in the past 2 years have proven that Xuerui is no fluke, the right-hander almost gave up the sport that would be her fortune.
When I first started out, I didn't like badminton very much. I kept thinking of giving up the sport. But when I started getting positive results, I liked it more. But it never crossed my mind that I would be the world number 1.
2 years on and Xuerui is still at the top of her game and enjoying her spot as the world's best female badminton player who relishes a good challenge.
I am very happy to be the world's best because that means I have been winning consistently. I'm physically and mentally fit. So if my opponents want to be the world number 1, they'll have to defeat me. It's really all up to me.
So remember this name, Li Xuerui. This tenacious 23-year-old still has plenty up her sleeves. Did you know, in the 27 editions of the Thomas Cup, only 3 nations, Malaysia, Indonesia and China, have emerged as champions and successfully held the cup. Indonesia leads with a total of 13 titles won.
My favorite holiday destination is definitely Vancouver in Canada. I just love that place. Favorite food is very difficult to answer. I really love Thai food, but I also enjoy Italian food just as much, so one of the two. My favorite song is Under the Bridge by Red Hot Chili Peppers. Favorite movie is a Danish movie called Blinkende Lygter, which is an absolute classic. To be my mixed doubles partner, I would probably pick Gao Ling, who's not active anymore. If I had to choose an active one, it would be Ma Jin from China. My sporting hero is Roger Federer. He is just the definition of class and consistency. The superstitions I have before a match can be many different things. It depends on the tournament. If I start a tournament and play well, then I will try and repeat almost everything I did the day before. I know it's ridiculous, but it works sometimes. And then when it doesn't work, I just change my superstition and try something else. If I had a chance to invite 2 persons to my house, it would be my grandmom and my granddad that I never got to see. If I was a superhero, I would like my ability to be able to read people's minds whenever I wanted to.
It was another showcase of world-class badminton in India as New Delhi hosted the Yonex Sunrise India Open 2014. The Super Series event had attracted the strongest draw in its history as players geared up to be part of the season-ending BWF Destination Dubai World Super Series finals. The women's doubles got the finals underway as China's Tang Yuanting and Yu Yang squared off against Korea's Jung Kyung-yeon and Kim Ha-na. 2013 Chinese Taipei champions Jung and Kim were looking to exploit the inexperience of their newly paired Chinese opponents. But Tang and Yu showed no signs of unfamiliarity as they defeated the Koreans 21-10, 13-21, 21-16 in a match that lasted an hour. The men's doubles saw defending champions Liu Xiaolong and Qiu Zihan go up against the Danish pair Matthias Bo and Carsten Morgensen. Korean Open champions Bo and Morgensen had never beaten the Chinese opponents and were eager to set the record straight. Despite a slow start, the Scandinavians showed why they're the world number 3 as they took the match in 3 games, 17-21, 21-15, 21-15 for their second Super Series triumph in 2014. Next, world number 1 Li Xuerui faced compatriot Wang Shixian in the women's singles final. In what was their third Super Series final matchup this year, it seems the rivalry is only set to grow. Having won the recent All-England title at the expense of Li, former world number 1 Wang put together another confident display to win in straight games 22-20, 21-19. Joachim Fischer-Nielsen and Christina Pedersen lined up next against Ko Sung-hyun and Kim Ha-na in the mixed doubles. The Korean pair had already upset Indonesian world champions Tantowi Ahmad and Liliana Natsir and were looking to do the same to the Danes. Nielsen and Pedersen had come through a grueling semi-final of their own, beating Olympic gold medalists Zhang Nan and Zhao Yunlei. The Danish World Super Series champions, however, did just enough to claim their first 2014 title, winning 21-16, 18-21, 21-18. It was a case of saving the best for last as the fans were treated to the men's singles top 2 ranked players going head-to-head. Malaysia's Chong Wei faced China's Chen Long yet again in a Super Series final. Li had broken his recent duck against Chen at the All-England Championships, but with the head-to-heads all square at 8 apiece, this final was anybody's guess. As the undisputed number 1 in the men's solo event, Li calmly used his experience to successfully defend his Indian Open title in straight games 21-13, 21-17. A glorious end for both the Malaysian and this year's Yonex Sunrise India Open. When played at the highest levels, badminton is a captivating sport that demands players to be armed with deft racket skills and extraordinary fitness. For the spectator, it's a combination of explosive athleticism, strategy and intense rivalry dripped in emotion. But away from the bright lights and adoring fans, this is also a sport steeped in the spirit of community. It can be played almost anywhere and by anyone. And as such, it is especially loved by children. Badminton Unlimited went to Auckland, New Zealand to find out about an exciting initiative being rolled out in schools. The program, known as Shuttle Time, is hoping to take advantage of the sport's youthful appeal.
Shuttle Time's the Badminton World Federation junior program for children aged 5 to 15. So the idea behind that is that every child can participate in badminton and they can get enjoyment and fun and develop fundamental skills and the important things that you need to be able to participate in sport for life, but badminton's a fantastic vehicle for that. So it's really, really great for kids to be involved in an organised sport and get some really fun skills out of that as well.
These are students from Mount Roskill, and they're part of Badminton New Zealand's grand plan to involve as many as 150 primary schools across the country as part of the BWF's Schools Badminton Programme. Launched in 2012, Shuttle Time aims to help teachers and coaches develop the skills, knowledge and confidence to plan and deliver safe and fun badminton lessons to children and youth. But as BWF's Development Director Ian Wright puts it, the emphasis is on a positive badminton experience.
We're not trying to make the teachers into coaches. All we want to do is to give them just enough knowledge to give the kids a fun experience that makes them want to come back and play badminton again. And we're having great success with it.
65 countries spanning all 5 continents have already activated Shuttle Time. The initiative has been a revelation. Key to this amazing achievement is how readily available Shuttle Time teaching material is. The activities involved in the program are geared around hand-eye coordination, stability and balance, vital attributes for the active child.
It's so accessible online now, so all of the activities are available through YouTube. So they've done a whole heap of work in that kind of media space where people can actually access high quality program that they can participate in, they can see how it works, and it makes it really conducive to lots of different environments. So the conceptual thinking behind it is to have a very versatile program that you could roll out in any country around the world and somebody can take something from it.
Under the guidance of the Auckland Badminton Association, participants are taught basic badminton skills through creative activities and exercises. Everyone is involved.
it's all about high participation. So in these sort of sessions, about getting them involved, getting them hitting, having a bit of fun, not too much standing around. So they're always active, they're always doing something. They just get down and having a bit of fun. We try and leave something with the teachers afterwards so that they have the resources to be able to rerun these sessions by themselves.
We were practicing our badminton skills and it was really fun.
It's a lot of fun and the teachers do great stuff with us and we learn a lot.
Whilst the children enjoy themselves, the teachers are also happy, as badminton provides a positive impact on the students' development. On a larger scale, it is hoped that the program can help to elevate the sport in New Zealand.
I think sports is a great way, and especially badminton, because there's a lot of skill involved, like obviously your hand-eye coordination, you know, your upper body strength, and also skills that might not be in other contact sports, and that's what I thought is also good about it. It's a non-contact sport.
Hopefully in the future, as we produce more players, more coaches, and we're a little bit more competitive on the world circuit, that's going to help us transfer technically recreational sport, I suppose, into one of those high-performing sports that people want to watch and they want to pay attention to.
With just a bit of space, basic equipment, and the right attitude, Shuttle Time is an easy and engaging session packed with fun. And as the tagline goes, because we want every child to have a chance to play badminton. This week's Players of the Week are Matthias Bo and Carsten Mogensen. The Danes grabbed their Super Series win after a draining three-gamer against defending champions Li Xuerui and Chu Zihan in the India Open. The current men's doubles European champions will be hoping that this victory will be a springboard to more medals this season. For this week's rankings, we feature the women's singles. The top three are occupied by the China players, with Li Xuerui top of the pile. Thailand's Porntip Burana Protsutsuk split the two India players as she moves up a place at the expense of PV Sindhu. Don't forget the rankings are updated every Thursday, so log on to bwfbadminton.org to get the latest information. Like many partnerships, it's had its ups and downs. It began in 2011. They've split up twice, but they got back together earlier this year, and boy did it pay off.
Their first ever Super Series title.
我觉得 I felt the reunion was the right decision. It increases our chances of winning as compared to splitting us up and partnering us with other players.
We didn't think we could win the Malaysian Open, but we made sure we gave our very best for every match to show to the fans at home and to the international audience our capability. We're happy that we could do that by winning the tournament.
Badminton Unlimited made a trip to Johor Bahru, Malaysia during the 2014 Malaysia Open Grand Prix Gold to talk to Govisham and Lim Kim Wah about life in the fast lane. With only a month separating their birthdays, the 24-year-olds began their career as singles players. But advice from his coach made Lim switch to doubles. As for Go, it was an injury that led to the change.
When I was 15, I sustained an injury and had to undergo an operation. It took me 18 months to recover from the operation and to start training again. Since then, I decided to play in the doubles.
Govisham and Lim Kim Wah met at the Bukit Jalil Sports School in Selangor. The right-hander Go was born and bred in the capital, Kuala Lumpur, while Lim, a left-hander, is from the coastal state of Penang. With different doubles partners, the former classmates earned bronze medals in the 2007 World Junior Championships held in New Zealand. Looking for another winning combination for Malaysia, Goh was teamed up with Lim in 2011. In the Southeast Asian Games that same year, the duo returned home with the bronze medal and silver in the team event. However, in the following year, things were not so rosy.
We started our partnership in 2011, but we split up shortly after that because of some misunderstanding, and we felt that we did not understand each other. At that point, we were also struggling with our performances.
To give the partnership another chance, the duo was reunited in 2013. But after winning the Malaysia Open Grand Prix Gold over countrymen Koo Kian Kiet and Tam Boon Hyung, the then world's number 3, Malaysian badminton fans saw another breakup in the middle of last year. Putting their differences aside, 2014 marked another reconciliation for the Selangor-Penang pairing. And this time, they proved that their partnership had a future.
My strength is at the back of the court, and I'm an attacking player. Although Kim Wah is also an attacking player, his specialization is in the front court, so we complement each other very well.
Goh and Lim nabbed their first Super Series title at the Malaysia Open at the beginning of the year. It was all the more sweeter as it was in front of their home crowd. The nation had not tasted success at home in the men's doubles since 2010.
The Chinese players are physically stronger and more superior in their techniques, so we had to seize control at the net. This worked out, and we earned some crucial points from good net play.
We were playing on home ground, and the enthusiasm from the crowd gave us a huge morale boost. We definitely played better, thanks to the fans.
Having made such an impact, the duo was expected to defend the Malaysian Open Grand Prix title without much trouble. But it was not to be, as they had to settle for second spot. So it's back to the drawing board once again for the world number 15. For Goh Vi Shem and Lim Kim Wah, hard work is the only way to stay in the race.
The most difficult part is making sure you are always in tip-top condition. It is never easy to maintain, but it is something that has to be done.
To emerge as a winner in any competitions, besides your skills and strategy, you have to be mentally strong.
Like most players, Goh and Lim have dreams of glory, but are determined not to put too much pressure on themselves. For them, the journey is just as important as the prize.
We prefer to take things in our stride and not to think too far ahead. We definitely have several goals at the back of our minds, and we hope to realize them someday.
We leave the Malaysian doubles pair to enjoy some downtime with their teammates over lunch. For Goh Vi Shem and Lim Kim Wah, their 3-year partnership has gone through tumultuous times, and having become stronger from it, they are ready to face their future head-on. Before we go, let's find out what's happening in the world of international badminton in our Badminton Unlimited calendar. Next week on Badminton Unlimited, we're in Germany to catch up with the country's #1 men's singles player, Li Xuerui. And then on to Denmark to find out about the biggest and best club in the country, the Solrod Badminton Club. Bye for now.